I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering for you from the sideline. I'm your biggest fan. I'm telling you that you can do it. I'm telling you that you're phenomenal and amazing and that you have the ability to recreate history because I know that you can stay 10 toes down.
Think about the places or businesses you do business with right now that you love the most. Your favorite restaurant, your favorite clothing brand, your favorite influencer on social media.
It's necessary to know that everybody won't see it, that everybody won't join you.
You can allow things that are holding you back to take control of your life. I've experienced many things in my life. I've had my good days and I've had my bad days. I've had happy days and I had sad days. I've had my victories. And I've also had my losses, but I kept moving. I kept believing. There was a time in my life I didn't think that I could go on. I believed that there was nothing else I can do. I felt hopeless.
You know, one day I asked God, I said, why are you taking me through troubled waters? Because he told me my enemies can't swim. So I need you to stay 10 toes down when nobody is cheering for you. The elevator is broke and you gotta take the stairs to be successful. So I need you to stay 10 toes down because if it was easy, we know everybody would do it.
Hopefully me, right? So what's the experience like? How do they make you feel when you're in their restaurant, when you're consuming their protein product? And maybe that whole experience is how you order it, how you buy it, the note they write you. My friend Andy Frisella, my business partner, they're so specific at First Form, but when you buy that product, everybody gets a handwritten note. There's an experience that's different than just getting it shipped to you. They're creative and how they make people feel, even if it's in a benign transaction, like a dry cleaners, right? Like a sandwich shop. But it's really important in every business to just make the experience of doing business with you slightly different and more enjoyable and pleasurable than everybody else. In today's world, what distinguishes you more than anything is the experience.
I remember when my dad would call my grandmother and my grandmother would tell me that my father was coming to get me, and I would be so excited and all the emotions and all the feelings that I had, and he never came. I stood at the screen door for 2 or 3 days waiting on my father, hoping and wishing that he would come, and he never came. So I told myself as I got older that one day I'm gonna have kids and my kids will never know what it feels like not to have their father, because I know what it feels like. I know what the heartbreak feel like. I know the emotions and the feelings and the thoughts and everything that you're going through. So I want you to know that you matter. I remember when my 8th grade teacher told me I'd never be anything. I remember when I got molested at 10 years old by my babysitter. I remember when my mom would text me, and she would text me at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and tell me they putting a taser to my head. Do you feel that?
It's all the things we've talked about. It's the dream, it's the cause, it's the crusade, it's the recognition. It's all of that wrapped up in what's the experience that people are having when they're with us. Because that's what they will recommend to people, is the experience. What makes a great family is the experience, day to day of that family. It's never perfect, right? There's ups and downs, but what's the spirit and experience in that family? As a mother, what you're creating? What's the experience you're creating as a father for your family? As a business leader, what's the experience? As a pastor of a church, what's the experience there? From when they walk in to when they walk out, to when they get home and you connect with them through social media or however you connect with them. What's the experience of doing business with you? These are the elements of creating a movement, of creating anything great. These are the ways I believe that you create a great family, a great baseball team, a great Girl Scout troop, Boy Scout troop, church, or business. These are the elements that create that kind of following and that greatness about what you're doing.
I felt afraid, and it was a time when I was weak, when I needed to be strong. No matter the circumstances, you can do it. No matter the circumstances, you can make it. Because negativity doesn't own you. So if you're surrounding yourself with people or things that is not making you better, I suggest you move forward. There are negative people in the world. Because most of the times we tend to listen to the outside instead of what we have on the inside.
But eventually, I came to realize that I was not lucky to have him, but he was lucky to have me. I came to realize that I deserved better. You see, setting higher standards might mean that you have to wait a little longer than you anticipated, but getting what you deserve will be worth the wait. Will you commit to making yourself a priority? Yes, there are a lot of people counting on you. Yes, others need you. But guess who else needs you? You need you. Be confident in your ability to overcome any challenge that comes your way. Why? Because your level of confidence is going to determine what you strive for.
That everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. That you are an uncommon breed. You have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself. That's necessary. It's also, ladies and gentlemen, necessary that you be creative when you're working on your ideas. That you understand the importance of changing up, of readjusting your strategies. Many times we can have a great idea, but if you're not advancing it in the right way and things don't happen, you become discouraged and think the idea doesn't work. No, that's not true. It's necessary that we become creative. It's necessary that you be flexible, that you are always thinking of how can I improve this better.
There are many people right now that are looking through a window, but have no clue what's going on inside of the house. This is your sanctuary. What's in you is what's in you. And if you carry the right information within sight, nothing else will matter. Nothing else can touch you. You're still going to have your battles. You're still going to have your ups and downs. You're still going to be to a point where you say you're done. You're not done.
If you don't have confidence, what you'll do is you'll see something that you want, but you won't go for it because you'll tell yourself, I'm not cut out for this. I'm not good enough for this. I don't speak well enough for this. I'm not credentialed enough, or I'm not qualified enough. And what you're doing is holding yourself back. I never thought that I would be speaking. I never thought that I would be Dr. Jessica Houston. I never thought that I would be traveling the world. I never thought that I would be an author. But it took me stepping out of my comfort zone. It took me saying to myself, you will not let your daughter take the same route that you took. That's what helped me the most. What I have discovered is that women are very good at pretending to be okay. Many times we suppress what we're dealing with and we cover it all up.
This is a customer-driven economy. It's necessary for you to always explore various ways in which you can improve the quality of service that you're providing for the people in your organization.
You can't be passive and indifferent. You have to have a holy determination. It's more than just your will. It's a fire on the inside, a knowing that it's supposed to be yours. When everything says it's not going to happen, instead of getting discouraged, you kick in to a new gear. Normal people would give up. Normal people would settle, but you're not normal. You want it on another level. Many of the difficulties we face, the delays, the times it's not fair, that's simply a test. God is seeing how bad do you want it. This is what weeds people out. If you're overcome by problems, you let circumstances push you down, people talk.
If you're living, you've got to keep going. You've got to keep fighting. You've got to keep pushing. Don't let negativity take you out. Destroy your possibilities. It's all up to you. What are you afraid of? What's holding you back? What's putting you in a position that you feel that you can't go on? You have this mindset of thinking that because fear is in your way that you're supposed to stop moving.